What? Are you kidding me? You guys. Oof. I never hit recorded on it. I got done with the video for y'all. And I looked down to hit the stop recording. And I hit the start recording. That's just my day. I got trigger slapped today. Not once, but twice. And now I have to go relive it again, telling you the story that I just got done telling you, or really telling myself, because I obviously was not recording this. Man, I just feeling good. Like, all right, that's good. You know, let's go ahead and relax. Stop looking at the charts and stop looking at what bit you today. Why you got trigger slapped, and so anyways, in this video, again, I want to show you what you don't want to do because you don't want to get trigger slapped and do foolish things and pay actual green cash for it, right? So I'm going to show you that, and hopefully it's the opposite too. So don't do this, but you could have done this, right? Like boom, boom, boom. It's pretty. Like, so. Yeah, I don't want to always be the guy that's always showing you what you could do, success, all that good stuff. But I do want to be honest here. And yes, like I said, two times today, I gave money to the market in very foolish ways. Pity on me. So let's go ahead and jump into the charts and take a look at what happened. So here's the charts. I'm going to start with the 4-hour. And let's take a look at that real quick. So the 4-hour, you can see right now it's this nasty yellow 200-day moving average. It can be whatever color you want it, but mine's yellow. Coming down really hard. Just wham! See, the price action's been struggling. If you go back and look at the bigger time frame, you can see it's been slowly. This has been coming down. Price action's been dropping, and now it's finding a bottom area. We finally got the breakthrough. Then we got the pullback. While we're doing that, though, you're creating the energy where this down strong behavior starts to rotate out. A lot of times, though, as it's rotating out, price action will run through it like this and then come back as it's starting to rotate. Now, where will it come back to? I mean, this could bleed all the way down into this area. It's 68.3 from our current trigger, our targets for the day are set up. Definitely a pretty good area for this to pull back into. You do have a nice 4-hour push up. This could easily bleed down to that, but right now you are bullish on this. But the higher time frames, you can even see the stoaches down here. Everything is trying to cross over, roll down. It is showing a pullback, definitely possible. So that's the 4-hour. And that's how it started in the morning. The 1 hour at the morning already said it was topped out before the session even started. It started to run down, right? The same thing with RSI. It wasn't real up there, but it was up there enough to say, hey, we're getting tired. Could I push higher? And you're looking at it right through here. Could this push higher? Yeah, maybe. Well, the trade told us where it was going to push higher too, because it gave us the magnet in this, meaning that this is your wall, right? Your daily wall. So at the time, though, we were bullish. So you're got the 21 across the 200. That's even more bullish. You're above both the moving averages. That's awesome. And you can see how we came down, and now we're backtesting this. This is kind of showing that stronger strength down to this lower area. We're just going to have to watch price action now trade out. But going back to this morning, this trade was just saying it was going to go up to this upper area. So anyways, let's go ahead and dig into the 15-minute now and take a look at what happened and let you know what I did that I don't want you to do. Be the patient, wait for what you need to do whatever system you're sticking to. But that's what I want to point out here is the system tells me the setup is in the morning. By 8 Central Standard Time, this 30-minute high and low is printed because that's what I'm looking at for that candle. The market, New York market opens, futures market opens at 8:30. So I'm trading at 7:30 to 8 and waiting for that candle, waiting for that volatility to move and kick in and do all this little fun stuff. You can see it didn't really do a whole lot today, though. It did get the breakout, though. And this is my line. I had this all set up on here, and I got broke out, and then I waited. Okay, well, that closed above it. Cool. I'm gonna get in early. I'm gonna be aggressive. Okay, that you can do that. You just be smart with it. Well, why should I get in early? Do I have any probability? Not really. The other biggest thing for me is now the New York Stock Exchange is going to ring its bell, and that rings it an hour later. So at 8:30 is when the futures rings, it's going up and running. And then you have at 9:30, the actual stock market opens up and rings its bell, and you see volatility again. You can see this really crazy candle. Well, guess where I am? I'm in a trade. I got in early, which was my first stupid move, really, when it comes to trading, because really I needed to wait for this candle to tell me kind of where the market was going to go, what it wants to do. So now this candle could have just came in here and popped right out of here. It could have, but you can see that it didn't. So that was the first trader slap that I got. It slapped me in the face. It kind of laughed at me a little bit as it ran down, saying, "Sucker, you want to get in and go short?" No, do not ever do revenge trading. Do not think I was thinking it was going to go up. It's going to go down now. The market's not telling you what it's going to do at this point. This is called no man's land. That's why we have our triggers on here. This is our whole system in play. Do not trade here at all unless you have a really solid reason to do that. So now you had the lower candle print down and close. And that's why these blue lines are here. There's your high and your low from this 15-minute 8:30 to 8:45 or 9:30 to 9:45 Central Standard Time candle from the New York Stock Exchange opening up. So then you had this next candle thinking, oh yeah, we're going back up, but give it some time, because for us, we need to get above the trigger now. This is what's keeping you out of the market, keeping your money safe. So then it breaks down. Well, now it's trying to trick you into a short, right? It's the same thing though. You need to get all the way down to here to really call this short on the market. Obviously it reversed, came back up, started to come back up. This is showing you right now, this is bullish behavior. It's saying, yeah, we're going to go up and take out the original, what we thought was going to happen right here. So of course you could get in if you were going to be a little more aggressive. Put your stop in the same spot again and go ahead and get in. You can use your 5-minute if you wanted on that candle. I'd say be careful if you're going to do this because you are getting a little aggressive on the trade. The smart guy would have been like, I'm going to wait for it to get through the predator. Now this candle could have came up and closed up above it. So we got the 15-minute candle to close up, but it was very high at that point. Ripped up, took out the liquidity above the ceiling. Then it started to trade down. It did give you a wick down into this area. You could have easily taken the trade there. Again, your stop is in that same spot. And really your target is going to be somewhere above that. Looks like I grabbed another trade here. Go on up. You could have said, I'm going to go up there. You can see this ran up and then it started to come back down. Well, look how long it sat here for you on the moving average, telling you that I'm not going to go higher than this. Magnet trade here, this daily wall. I hit it. I broke through it once. Couldn't broke it. Second time, this is when the commitment should have happened. It didn't. And then they told you to get out. If you didn't get out there, you deserve to be trader slapped. Guess what? I didn't get out. For some reason, I had in my mind that we were going to go higher. And it's actually past trades. Is really what I was thinking. You know, this is broken out, back test, breakout. The one thing is that's why I showed you the 4-hour, the 1 hour. It is important to be looking at those higher time frames because they're asking the market to pull back. In the meantime, the shorter time frames are running up their last little run before they follow the market. It's taking out the guys that are trying to short tight to get to the 1 hour drop, the 4 hour drop. You don't want to get stuck into that stuff. You just want to trade what's in front of you. So that's exactly what it did, is it traded up and gave us this nice little trade today. And then, of course, you know, we lost it, and then you can see it break down. It came back and back tested this area, and now we're breaking down, really down some more here on the 5-minute as we end up into the evening hours. And there you go. There's a nice little, here's your level. You could draw a nice little flag here. Looks pretty good, right? If that was your flagging pattern, you can see your 21s coming down. These are definitely starting to fail here. And basically, I'm just using this as a line, that low back here. And this is showing that it wants to break down. Now you could ask, like, well, where could it go? Well, this is the breakdown area. This is when it actually, to me, I would say failed. And that's because it went here. Now, was this a failure? Could you mark from here to here? Yeah, go for it. Each your own. For me, if I'm really going to look for a target, that's what I'd be looking for. And amazing enough, look where it's at. Woo, woo, woo. Yep, yep, yep. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Ooh. But am I going to trade that? No, because one of my reasons I don't trade is evening. I'm not going to trade the evening. Even though it shows that it could break down, there's no volatility here. There's not a lot of energy here. It's not telling me that it could really break down. On my session, I'm done trading. I missed on the opportunity. It happened. So trigger slapped. Do not do what I did and do the opposite. So when the market wants to run up and it's getting you like in, no, wait, simple, right? Wait for the New York Stock Exchange to open up and let that 15-minute candle play out at the open and then let it tell you where it wants to go. Woo! Pretty hard, right? No, not really. Oh, well, now it's running up and it hit the wall of what the trade tells you what it needs to do. Did it play out? Yes. Then why are you still in it? Because it's going to run up higher. It's always better to have more capital or break even on your trade than it is to get this greedy attitude and continue to lose max dollar amount. Now, if you're doing money management and you're trading this way and you're always paying attention to this, you're not going to really ever worry about it because you're definitely going to outpace the losses. And there's never such trades as where you never take a loss, right? So that's why you want to manage yourself. So for me, yeah, I'm not scarred on it. Yeah, it maybe bleed a little bit today. It's a little frustrating and drop the account down a little bit in revenue. But tomorrow we'll get back at it and do it again. It's the important part is to analyze what I did, show you, talk to even yourself if that's what you need to do, write it down if that's what you need to do, whatever you need to do so you know it, do it. So that way, next time it sets up, you're like, I'm not doing this again. I'd rather put a little bit of green in my pocketbook. And from there, or I'm just going to go ahead and close the trade out and don't get hit once. Okay. Don't get hit twice. Ouch. Bummer. So there's one other thing I want to show you real quick is our system here as a PDF that kind of tells you what's going on. I want to just point it out because this is what happened today. So it's telling you areas what a magnet trade really is. It's part of our system. It tells you where to put those lines, what they mean, all that good stuff, right? So it says right here, the gap fails perfectly within the asset's sweet spot. The system expects price to act as a magnet and aggressively fill the gap to the daily wall. What is the daily wall? It's daily support, daily resistance. It broke out, hit the wall, tried to go through it, failed, and then started to trade sideways and failed down. And I waited in half the day and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. There's nothing wrong with holding and watching and monitoring it because you might be like, oh, wait, let's wait. This thing could break out. This thing could go well. But it did do what it's supposed to do. It would have been smart to just take the capital and have a good day. So that's why I say trigger slapped. I got trigger slapped twice. Ouch. So yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you think, or if you've ever been trigger slapped, boom, don't put a like on this video. Even if you haven't, like, because it's a good thing you never have. Hopefully you never will. The other thing is, yeah, I would love to hear in the comments, what's happened to you. Just be like, hey man, that's me. Hey, I've done that. Hey, I feel you. Little support would be awesome. No, I'm okay. It is what it is. Tomorrow I'm ready to go again. We'll analyze it, we'll set it up, be a little smarter next time. Let them make sure that we trade with the system and the rules and stick to those rules. That way you can stay continually growing and building up that financial freedom. So, all right, guys, I'll let you go for the night. So we will see you in the next video. All right, guys, see you later.